Hey guys, it's Eric and I'm back. Today I want to talk about a sticky subject. I want to do, I'm not sure how many parts is going to go, at least two, maybe three-part series, public land hunting ethics. Now, as these videos are dropping here in North Central Pennsylvania, it's early June, which means turkey season just ended, so a lot of this stuff still applies and certainly going to apply during deer season, but I want to talk about public land ethics. And to be honest, where I hunt, it's not too bad. I mean, I've seen people do some not so nice moves in the past, but for the most part, people give and take pretty well. The first part of the series I want to discuss with public land hunting ethics is parking lot ethics. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's public land. You can obviously park wherever you want. But there are times where, certain spots, there's really only one or two spots you can access from that parking lot. Or there's some parking lots where you can access 5, 10, or more spots. And it's not a big deal if the parking lot's full. So let's talk about that. Like I said, we just came off spring turkey season. Let's talk about field hunting. In public land, there's a lot of fields where there's, a parking lot and a gated road that goes up to a field. Well, if there's one truck there, first, they got that field. At least they should. If you see one vehicle parked in a field, don't pull in there and try to get in somewhere. Like you're just gonna screw yourself up and the other hunter up, and you're gonna be the bad guy in the situation. Now, sometimes I've seen this happen before. Sometimes the hunter can leave at 8 or 9 in the morning, leaves the field, and it's a field, so turkeys can still come into it later. Same applies for like evening deer hunts during archery season. There's somebody in a field, a singular field, and one parking lot, stay away. Get there 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon if you want it that bad. Now, if we're talking about parking lots with multiple fields where you could hunt 2, 3, 4 spots, maybe you could fit a couple cars in. But if you see 3 or 4 cars there, it's full. It's full for the day. Get out of there, go somewhere else. Now, as I mentioned a little earlier in the video, there are spots where there's a gated road that could go back half mile to a mile, and there could be a lot of different topography features and habitat features along that road that could be hunted. And 5 or 6 vehicles in the parking lot, yeah, that's pressure, but that could really spread out. Or there could be a spot where you could go to a clear cut, 2 different sides of a power line, or further on a grassy road, and you could, again, have 5, 6 vehicles in the parking lot. Nobody's on top of each other. It's all about using common sense there. If you've hunted the land enough or you've scouted, there's either one field or there's multiple fields at this parking lot, or there's one ridge compared to many different areas. Just be respectful of other hunters. And this goes without saying, but don't mess with other people's vehicles. I've never seen it where I hunt, but I've heard of it happening before. Don't do that. Yes, it's on public land. It doesn't mean you have access to it. So those are my key points here I want to get across for public land ethics for parking lots. If it's a small area, first come, first serve. Don't fight somebody for it. You're just screwing yourself and the other person, and you look bad. But again, if there's a parking lot with multiple different areas you could go to, it's reasonable to be parked up. It's situational. So this is Eric coming to you with part 1 of the Public Land Ethics series. And we just talked about public land parking lot ethics.